Hello. I'm back. It's dark. Let me finish my cigarette. Bad habits. Some die harder than others. Right. Well, we're back. Mood 73. Dog's been very ill. She's had, where can I start with Tessa? She devil, bless her. She's, she's got what I think, and I'm sure it's what the vet said. She's got a slipped disc. Well, that's what we thought she got. She's had a few shots last Wednesday. She had a few shots, painkillers, emergency vet had to come out. She's a 50-kilo dog. I couldn't lift her down 2 flights of stairs to get her out. Anyway, so the vet had to come. New ink, guys, new ink here. I'll bring it in for you who don't know, who only watch my channel. New ink, green man, there he is. Covered up a small shamrock I had on my arm. So anyway, let's get to it. This is going to help out a few people, especially the survival dudes. I'm over the range. I'm going to have a little throw later on. I've just had a nosy through. There's plenty of wild strawberries popping up. Right. Snares. This one's for you guys, you survival guys and that. Let me just get a bit of a spike on the edge of this. My Messer, yeah, talking Deutsch again. Barcode. My barcode set. Bring them in a bit more there. That's my barcode set up. Right, now. I pre-drilled this out. I'm going to run a 3mm paracord through it. We're on snares, guys, right? We're on snares. I'm just going to give you a bit of information that I don't see, well, I have not seen on YouTube, and I definitely ain't heard them talk about it, right? When I've read survival books and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you a bit of an advantage over what they teach you, right? I'm going to teach you the best method, the fastest method to use a snare. Now personally, when you buy a survival kit, you get brass picture wire in it. What you want to do is knock it up like this, right? You loop up one end. I've done this with a pair of pliers, right? Just make a loop in it. I looped it round a bit of bamboo I've got in the yard. Looped it round there and then I've run it back on itself, twisted it up, right? Then you run it over your clean wire, right? So you get your loop. Yeah, you get your loop. Stand you a bit, I think, for the moment. Tip you up a bit that way. Right, so then you're going to get your loop. I usually, personally, I do them like a teardrop. I don't have a full circle when I set it. Same the other end. There you go. It's rough. I've just done it rough. This is crude, right? Now, there's laws with snares. There's plenty of laws. Whatever country you're in, if you're thinking of taking up snaring for small game, I suggest you get on the internet and you find out what your local laws are. UK, you've got to use a tiller. Now, what a tiller is it's going to give you a standard height of what you can set a snare at, right? Well, I'm not doing that. I'm going basic like survival. I'm going to go for the end's tied there 3mm paracord on it. That's enough to go in my peg, right? So what I'm basically going to do here is I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to show you why a lot of you guys have probably used snares and you say they're no good in an emergency situation because they take days, yeah, days, mate. Can take sometimes a week. People talk about you've got to weather a snare. It's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Right? You ain't got to weather a snare. Now in the UK, like I was saying, you've got to have tillers. Now a tiller would be from the ground, it'd go in the ground like your peg, right? And your tiller will set your snare at a certain height, right? It'll set this wire at a certain height, yeah? This loop, this wire will be set at a certain height. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you the quickest way to catch yourself something to eat using a snare and setting it at an height that will catch you small game, rabbits, etc. So stick with me. I'm going to go and put this out, start setting it up and show you. Right, there then. Right, yeah, there you go. Now, what I've done is like they'd use a teeler. I've set up a wire fork. I brought the wire over the top of the wire fork. Now, the dirt mark that you can see, that's your trail, right? The line, look, I don't know, can I pull you up, down? Yeah, look, I've scraped that through, right? That'll be your run, where your rabbit comes or whatever, right? So now, I've set it up like a teeler. I've put the wire fork, I've cut a bit of hazel. I'm pegged down on the right hand side here. I'm pegged in the ground. Sorry, there's a lot of mozzies about, but yeah. Now, you always want to be, let me come over, you always want to be fist height, yeah? You've got to be fist height. That, so a rabbit lollops along here, it's fist height. Now, let me tell you, right? Tractor going by. Now let me tell you something, right? What they do is you read these survival books, they tell you to lose your scent, right? So the basic way they show you is get some of your water at your 55 pattern water bottle or whatever water bottle you got. You're going to pour it on the dirt, you're going to make yourself some mud. Then what you do is you snare the mud around the wire, right? That's how they tell you to do it. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Listen guys, you need food ASAP. You ain't always going to be want to running and eating on them packs, right? Ration packs, rat packs. You ain't going to want to always be eating them. Survival ain't all about having thousands and spending all this money on ration packs. These snares, these brass snare wire that you get in your survival pack, right? When you catch rabbit in that stuff, believe you and me, that wire's going to be finished. Going to be finished. So I suggest, if you're looking at doing such a thing, as snaring rabbits, right, is I'd get yourselves a couple of rolls of brass picture wire. Now, people that do snaring for a living, funky prepper, funky monkey, spunky monkey brother, I asked you a while ago, I wrote when you was doing a live, and here you guys out there, anyone running on 3-strand brass snare wire. Now the reason why I asked this is because once you use this more rigid snare wire that you make up, your brass picture frame wire. It's the same wire as what's inside your little survival tins BCB. That's all it is. It's brass picture wire. Once you kink that, yeah, once that gets a kink in it, you ain't getting it perfectly straight again, right? That's why people that work in field sports will use a 3-strand. We'll use a 3-strand brass wire. You can buy it on YouTube. The reason why I asked before, Funky, was because I don't want to go and spend £30 and then have to pay the shipping cost to get it over here, and then for these guys over here to whack a tax on me as well, right? So what I'm going to do is the next time I'm in the UK, I'm going to go in a gun shop and I'm going to buy myself them already made. Yeah, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to already get myself some pre-made. But the thing is round here, I haven't got small game that I can hit with a snare. There is no rabbits up on the sides of this berg here. I need to go further in towards the city if I want rabbits. I've got hares out here. Possible chance of me catching a hare with a snare? There's more chance of Jesus coming back from behind a rock, you know what I mean? It's Slim Jim. The only way you're going to take them is to make yourself gate nets. Now, if you want to know about how to make nets and everything, I suggest you've got a net needle maker. Excuse me, I'm flying low here. Come out the door and I've flown low all the way through the village. I've been here nearly hanging out. But yeah, if you want to learn net making, I'm sure there's plenty on whistling there. I'm sure there's plenty on YouTube, net makers, right? First off, you've got to make yourself a net needle. Now, big shout out to Des Catties. Des Catties on YouTube. Des Catties on my Instagram, the Moocher73. Des Catties has been making some cushy looking needles. Big shout out, Des. Anyway, back to it, right? These snares, let's get this over with, right? Let's cut the mumbo. On these snares, they're going to tell you, you get dirt, you put it round it. What you got to remember is, if you're in a situation and you're sweating, you are leaving scent, right? You're mixing that up with water, the mud, the earth. You're mixing it up with water, with your fingers. So you're still going to be leaving scent in a wire, on a wire. Now, this could take 7, 8, 9 days for your scent to be moved out of that area. That's why when I snare, I've got an old coat. Some of the guys know about this on my YouTube. I've got an old, what do you call it? DPM. I'm miles away. I've got a DPM smock. Now my DPM smock hardly ever has been washed since I owned it. It smells, yeah, what can I say? It's got its own smell. It's a natural smell. It don't go in the washing machine. The more times it's going in the washing machine, the more it's smelling like Lenore. That's no good. Your clothes, you're smelling like Lenore. You're smelling like washing machine. Your deodorant. When you're out there stalking game, even with a catapult, right? You can move as slow as you like. You can have all your scrim net, whatever. You can be covered up as much as you like. One flash, one glare, a bit of a shine between your glove and your jacket. That squirrel or that rabbit in the tree is going to see you, right? So you've always got to take all these things into account. That's why if I'm snaring or I'm out on a mooch, I wear something that I've worn for a good few days, believe it or not. Because I don't want that deodorant smell. I don't want that smell that's not natural to the prey, the game I'm hunting. You know, I've got to be with it. If you're not with that, you ain't catching nothing. You can shoot anything with an air gun. Any clan can use an air gun. As long as it's zeroed in, anyone with a scope can use an air gun. People are shooting cans, I'm seeing there. A lot of people are shooting cans. You want to start looking at the bands you're using, guys, right? You want to change your bands up, using them Black Widows types and that. Get rid of them bands. Get yourself some Dankung tubing on them bands. And yeah, let's get this last bit. This is it. This is the important bit. Now, I've just had a quick run over of what sort of things you want to be wearing. You don't want to be having your deodorant on your clothes, and you know, you don't want to be smelling like a horse handbag. You've got to be with it. You're out here, You've been out here a few days, you've been camping, you smell a bit smoky, whatever, from sitting around a fire, right? You're running out of your protein packs, you're running out of your nut bars, you're running out of everything edible. Yeah, you can go and be a vegan, but let's face facts, we all need protein, and you ain't always going to be out there when there's nuts dropping off a tree, stuff like that. So, it is the most simplest and fastest way to get something in a snare. Ready? Showing you. Right, so here we go, I'm showing you. Like I say, you can put all your earth around it and try and dirty up your snare. People will tell you to weather your snare. Pfft, listen, you want to get your scent off a wire. The fastest and easiest way. With this height, James going to come through here that way or come back this way. It's logical. Your snare's set up. You don't want to be on the track. You don't want to be leaving scent down here. Right? You don't want to be kneeling there. You're best to try and work at a bit of an arm's length. Yeah? You're best to work at a bit of an arm's length. But what you need, guys, right? The main key is one of these. It's a lighter. Right? What you're going to do with this lighter is the most logical thing to get rid of scent. You're going to fire your lighter up and you're going to burn round your wire. You're going to get your flame on your wire all the way round. Right? Anywhere you've been, you're going to flame that wire. That, people, is how you lose the scent. If this was a proper run, right, and it was in use, you'd know when they're in use, because along these lines, they'll be nice and worn, but you'll find rabbit droppings, yeah? Once you've got them fresh droppings there, they're not going to be old and dried out. They're going to be fresh ones. You're going to be able to break them easy with your fingers. They're going to smudge in your fingers like a turd does, right? That's how you set a snare. That is your lifeline to a wire. Don't care what anybody else wants to tell you. You're not talking to, but you're hearing it from a moocher. You're hearing it from a guy, an ex-poacher, right? That is how you do a snare. You've got to be fist height. You have got to be fist height. You've got to burn that scent off. Don't listen to this. You're on, what's his name? Ryan whatever. And all of these Bear Grylls and Rambo and all that malarkey, right? Because there's not one of them giving you this information. It's that. I knocked it down. But that is the information. There you go, look, a little bit lower than my lighter now, right, because I've moved it. So I'll bring that back a bit more like so, right. Fist height, guys. Yeah, clip a lighter. There you go, look, clip a lighter. Fieldcraft, right. All you guys out there know your bushcraft. I've just shown you the trick to a bit of fieldcraft. It's logical, guys. It's so damn logical. You've got to get rid of your scent. You are not catching nothing unless you get rid of that scent. So, anyway, I'm going to go and check out these wild strawberries. I've dragged it on because I bought up a few other things in between. If you want to learn about net making, purse nets, long nets, you want to look up on YouTube, net making, long net making, because you're going to want to know your gauges of your meshes, your mesh gauges and stuff like that. It's all on YouTube, guys. I ain't going to teach you all that stuff. You can go and look all that up yourselves, right? You can use, listen, you can make a long net. You can make yourself a gate net to slip at the bottom of a gate, right? That means when you're out on the fields and you see a few rabbits, if you can push them towards that gate with a light, your feet making a noise going towards the gate. When they go and run to bolt under that gate, they're in the net, right? Easy as that. You can make a weighted net, right? You can make yourself a long net for catching rabbits if you go ferreting, yeah? We all know what a long net is. Listen, if you've got that same sort of net, you run it out a few metres either side, get two of yous. You throw some rocks in the bottom of that net, drag it across a field where you know there's partridge have been feeding. You'll end up over the night time, early hours, just before it gets light. You can scoop yourself up like how many partridges is there. You can get them all in one go. Use it like a drag net, right? You're never without food. You've just got to know how to catch it, how to prepare it. There's your snare. Job done. I'm going to look at these strawberries. Anyway, Mooch 73. There you go. I'm going to have a look at a few strawberries. There's your snare. Love ya, leave ya. Squeeze your laters. So, I've showed you how to use one, right? The most common sense thing. I've broke it down, there it is. Barcode setup. SOG. What I'm going to do, it's warm out here today, guys. It's warm out here. Multicam. Elegant utility water pouch, whatever you want to call it. What's in mine? What's in mine? Let me show you, guys. Let me show you, right? Bigger than I expected. I'll repeat it. I've probably done a video saying it. Loop tubes. That's how you loop a set of tubes, guys. I've got to recover. I've got to get some new tape. This was cheap tape from off of that horrible Chinese thing called Wish. I've got to get some sniper tape and cover this up. The tubing is 1745. It's looped and joined at the pouch there with like a mono angling fishing elastic. It's doubled through, pulled back on itself to the length that I need to shoot it. Right? 1745 that elastic. Also in the pouch. 10mm steel. There's the logo. Elcontex Bushcraft product. Bigger than I thought it was. Heavy duty. This is actually heavy duty. Now you've got a double looped up net mesh in there, so you can store stuff in the top. Inside mine, I'm carrying. It's a replica 58 pattern. It's a Highlander. I need a drink. My BCB one stays exactly with my Crusader Mark 1 set. This one is always in here ready to go. In this side, other pocket, look, you've got a front pocket here. You can put a couple of things in there. It feels like there's two elastics, so you could probably get a couple of pens or whatever. You could slide a pen knife in there. On the back again, this is all heavy duty. You can see it's got a webbing system, so you can fit it to your webbing. You can fit it to your molly. There's a molly system on there. In here, emergency blanket. I've got some fire starting equipment. I've got some silver birch. I've got the here, look. Here's one for you. Don't see many people start the fire with this stuff. That smoulders proper. This is off your sedge plants from the sedge family. This is actual bulrush. You know when they start to change at the end of the season after summer going into autumn? I've got plenty of that. I collect it when I'm out around the lakes and stuff. Handy to have. In there also, like I say, I've got some silver birch and a couple of other little bits. There's net pockets inside these pockets as well. And inside one in here, there's another clipper lighter. Always got lighters, guys. You can have your fire flints and stuff like that. See, these are all right. They're cheap and crude, really. Because look, I don't. These bowls, I think these bowls should bend round more. This still. It's got another. It's got a major pocket. Then it's got a side pocket there, like a back pocket. See this here, it's just like a little mooching setup. Like I say, I've got a space blanket in there, in a pocket as well. You just, you know, it's in there. This can go part of, I hate the term. I absolutely hate the term. Bug out bag, guys. Bug out bag. Escape and evasion, gentlemen. Right. And this slides in the back between me, there's a pocket just behind your molly there. So there you go. That's me set. Right, that goes back in the rucksack in a minute. I'm going to go and have a throw in a bit. But, yeah, that's what I carried basically. It's not full in there. It's not everything I carry in there usually. I'm just out doing a quick one. And I'm just going to have a look at these. Let me put this cigarette out and finish it. Just keep you running. Come with me. Usual standard, guys, standard. I'm on the range. Look at this range. Come on, guys. So I mean, there's no one here. You know, there's no one here. It's like it's going to waste. But anyway, when I come along through here just now and had a little nosy out over where I'm going to be throwing in a minute, told you guys, my last video when I was over with she-devil Tessa. Strawberries, wild strawberries. Not ready, that one yet. That one's not quite ready either. The whole, look, there's loads of them still to come up all through here. There's plenty still to come up. Brings your rodents in, doesn't it? You know, look, a little one under there, more over there. They still need to get some colour on them. Oh, look here. How can I not try it? You know what I mean? They say they're the best. They say wild strawberries are the best. Let's have a go. Oh, mate. Oh, stop it. They weren't joking, were they? Oh, look at that. Oh, I think I better take Sabina a couple of these on. Can I have that one? No, leave that one. That little one. They're coming on. I'm not going to be greedy. Oh, yeah. They are really strawberry, guys. There's a lot of cherries dropping off the cherry trees up here. Up here. But, yeah. Let's have a look at these in here. The rodents love them. The deer. The deer are coming and clean these. There's plenty coming up behind here and all. Look, green one down there. Oh, lovely. A little bit of foraging. There's all strawberry plants in there, but they ain't, look, flat. No, that's just off of another plant. It ain't strawberries. But you got to look around. There's loads of strawberry plants growing across here, wild. Loads of them, look. Another one forming under there. Stinging nettles here, stinging me hand. Right. Anyway, I'm off here now, guys. I'm going to have a bit of me time, do some throwing. And yeah, like I say, look, bird cherries, what we call them. They're not much flesh on them. You can eat them, they are edible. But they're more stone than they are, what do you call it, than they are flesh. But yeah, there you go, here's your strawberries, guys. Wild strawberries. That's me done. I'm off here. You have a good day, good whatever's left. You know, look, there's another one there. No, she ain't really ready. She's rotting out, actually. She's rotting out. I thought I had another one then. But there you go. Wild strawberries growing on the shooting range. Look, there's going to be masses coming here. There's some big old grasshoppers and that hopping through here. There's some more in there, look. There you go, guys, I'm done. Love yous, leave yous. More growing over the back there. I'm out. I'm done, guys. Thanks again. I hope that snare method actually pays off for some of you guys. I think a lot of yous really need to start trying it, you know. It's something in your armoury, guys, isn't it, you know? Something in your armoury. But yeah, I'm done. Love yous and leave yous. I'm out. Bing bong, I'm gone. Moocher 73. Over on the range. Going to go up the end there and have a few throws. So guys, anyway, I've had a bit of a throw. I picked some wild strawberries. Sun's coming out a bit more. That's the ravens calling there now. Yeah, what I was saying, Tessa. She's had loads of jabs. We was at the vets again, when was it? Friday. We was at the vets again Friday. Tessa, Thursday night, was it? No, sorry. Friday night, we'd done the vets and everything. Friday night, she starts leaking a fluid. It turns out, yeah, obviously, it didn't stop all night long. We put her knickers on her, dog underwear. That's for her bitches when they come in season. Anyway, we put them on her. She leaked clean through them over the night. So we had a lot of cleaning up to do. A bit of cleaning up to do Saturday morning. Saturday morning, we gets her down to the vets. Luckily, we gets there. We explains the situation. They see us as soon as they could. They fitted us in. Luckily, they did. Tessa has had a uterus infection. So any of you guys out there that don't get your dog done, right? Your females, your bitches. Seriously. They own only pyometra, I think they call this. It's a uterus infection and they leak and leak and leak. And if that infects, it's a pus, it's a poison. Now if that infects their bloodstream, right, you're going to lose your dog. Right? So with a bitch, you ain't only got to worry about parvovirus, which I thought it was. I was panicking. I thought she had parvo. I thought, you know, God bless, whatever. I'm not really religious, but do you know what I mean? I'm more swing the other way with nature, but like, yeah. Thank fuck it wasn't parvo. Thank fuck we acted fast. She had an operation. She's had a uterus removed, so we can't breed her. If we wanted a pup from her, we ain't never gonna get one. Unfortunately, because I would have liked a pup. You know, it's you can always go and buy a new dog, but once you've got a character in the dog, it does tend to pass on through pups. You know, once you know where you're going with a dog and this, that, and the other, I'd rather keep a pup back. I'd rather keep a pup back for my own liking than go somewhere and end up buying a pup that, you know, you ain't getting pick of the litter. You ain't getting what you know. Dog people will understand what I'm talking about, like that. Running dog men will definitely understand that. Terrier men, you'll all know what I mean, right? So unfortunately, when she's gone, there ain't no carrying on the line, you know, there ain't no... Yeah, so anyway, she's good, touch wood, touch wood. She's on recovery. I have to force feed her a bit. She's been getting doped up. They've been drinking a lot of pincushion. It's sorry about this. It keeps swaying and moving. It's the light. There's nothing I can do about that. And yeah, the camera is set a bit wonky. The world's wonky, lads and ladies and gentlemen, whatever. And you know, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to keep a pup. You know. Now, with me, breeding, it's never been about, if I've bred a dog, it's never been about money. It's been keeping that line. Even though 9 times out of 10, they always want to go, the line comes from the male. Listen, they still get female traits in them. And anyone who tells you they don't know what they're talking about today, really. It takes 2 sets of DNA, my friend, to make a kid, to make a dog, to make any animal. Right? So, yeah, I just thought I'd bring you back before I disappear. And let you know, she's okay. She's okay, guys. Obviously, she ain't going to be out doing long walks. She's going out, she's having a wee, doing her business, she's going in. The other day she was that bad, I was syringe feeding her water. She wouldn't even go to the bowl. At the moment, again, they doped her up again yesterday. She ain't really eating. You know, they've given me like a liquid protein. I'll tell you what it is, you absolutely won't believe it, right? When we got these 2 bottles off them, I don't know how much it's going to cost me. Us, sorry. I don't know how much it's going to cost us. But these liquid protein bottles they've given us, and you've got to feed them off a syringe. It says on there, there's chicken fat in it, there's chicken protein. Oh, okay, yeah. And this, that, and the under us, all this other malarkey. So gets it home. I've tried her usual. She likes a bit of tuna. When she's down in the dump, she loves a bit of tuna. So tried to give her a little bit of wet meat yesterday. She wouldn't eat it. So in the end, I left her for a while. I gets this stuff, this liquid, this stuff in this bottle. I pours it out into the plastic measuring thing it comes with, guys, right? I swear to God, it's chicken gravy, mate. It's chicken gravy from the cold chicken gravy from the carvery, Toby Carvery. I'm not fucking having a joke with you. I'm laughing because I just couldn't believe it. And I said to my woman, I said to Sabina, I don't know how much a bottle of this is going to cost me, but I'm telling you something right in there. It's chicken gravy. Right? I could have bought a chicken, broke it all down, blended it all up, cooked it, got all the fat and all the juices out of it. Right? And syringe fed her that. Because all it is chicken fat and chicken protein. And the only way you're going to get the chicken protein is from out of them juices, out of that fat. And obviously from eating the whole chicken, but she ain't eating at the moment. She's having a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Like with the meat yesterday, the wet meat. She licked all the juice off of it. She didn't even want to, you know, I was giving her a little bit of cheese here, trying to just get her eat, you know. And now she's yeah, well, let's face facts. If your eye out your box, you know, you see these cokeheads and all that, speed freaks and that. They don't want to eat when they're buzzing up their tits. So she's had shot after shot, been treated like a pincushion, and they're like, is she eating? What do you think, mate? You know what I mean? Go out, drop a few pills and tell me how many fucking steak meals you're going to sit down and eat. Tell me how many tuna pastas you're going to eat, mate. You ain't. You ain't. So, yeah, it's a bit like a bit of false feeding at the moment with Tessa. But She'll be back, guys. She'll be back. I'm 100% on that. She'll be back. So, anyway, like I will always say, bing bong, I'm gone. I love you and leave you. Moocher 73. You know the score, guys. Get out there like I keep stating. I can't state it enough. You can watch as many videos as you like. You can read as many books as you like on snaring. Right? And other methods of trapping, hunting. But until you actually put them, right, in practice, you don't know where you're going wrong. This ain't a theory test. This is a practical. So what I'm saying is, if you want to test it, if you really want to test on my version of it, get your little brass wire out, your BCB, get it out your cigarette tin, your tobacco tin, lads, right? Wire yourself up a couple. I've shown you it's as easy as that, right? You're only twisted round and round and left you a nice little loop. Wrap it round a pencil if you need to be to get your little loop in your wire, you know? Get yourself a couple set up. Go find yourself some rabbit earths, not earths. You want the runs. The runs when they leave that plough mark, that trail through the grass, right? Set yourself a couple up, burn them round and leave them. Find a few more, stick yourself another couple, right? And don't burn them round. Do one with a bit of dirt round it like you want to do out your Chris Ryan book or whoever you're reading, right? And all these dudes, right? Try it, yeah? And I'm telling you, I am telling you now. Set them of an evening when there ain't no one about. Set them through underneath fences, you know, when they run under the fence. Set one up there, right? Do it. But you must remember this. This is the law in the UK. This is 100% the law. You have got to go and check them every day. You have got to go and check them. And I'm telling you now, them ones that you don't burn, they're the ones you're having nothing in. And I'd get there just before sunlight to check them snares. Because of as soon as they get triggered and they end up with a rabbit in them, you can bet top dollar you're going to lose one to a Charlie, right? To a fox. So, yeah, you've got to be on your A game, gents. You've got to be up at the crack of dawn. I don't know if Dawn will be happy with you, but you've got to be up at her crack. You can't muck about, you know. You're talking about dinner here. You're talking about a bit of protein. You're talking about a real bit of flesh. You're not talking about some compo meal, you know what I mean? You ain't rat packing it, mate. You know, you can have as many of them as you like, but if you've got to escape an evasion, if you've got to do one, right, you think that little tin's going to do you, and a bottle of water. Hello, McFly? Anybody in? So seriously, get out there, guys, get out there. Give me some feedback on it. Let me know how you get on. Funky Prepper. Get to it, brother. Seriously. That's an easy bit of field craft there, Funky, bruv. So simple. Yet so many people miss the simple stuff, fella. Right? So it's there mainly, it was like, you know, from the other day, Funky, when you put something up or whatever, and I said, you know, fieldcraft. Everybody, you know, everybody on YouTube is a bushcrafter or a wild camper. People like me and you, well, especially like you know, you already, like your mate Lee, bug out shop. Anybody wants any kit, get over to the bug out shop. You'll find him on the internet. You'll find he's got a YouTube channel. Lovely fella, Welsh boy. Shake his laffy taffy. Yeah, get onto the fella. He's got loads of kit there. If you're into prepping and all of that, it's definitely right up your alley. He's the bug out shop. There's crossbows and all sorts what I've seen in their videos. Right? So I'm gone. Funky. Always, you know, you're getting a shout out here, brother. There's catties. Anyone wants to know how to make needles and stuff like that, bushcraft wise, right? Des does them out in the field, mate. He don't, well, out in the field, out in the woods, you know what I mean? He's out in the field, he's doing his bit.
Get on the Des Catty. Des Catty's good at what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He ain't, you know, he ain't swinging you a line and copying most other mushies. Des does a good job. I, on the other hand, I'm just a crash and run. I'm not running from this channel. Well, you know, I might have big pauses in it, but I'm not running. I'm here. I'm here. I won't be giving this up. I like doing this. I get out a lot and I don't want to be filming, you know what I mean? I'm always out and about, everyone, you know, everyone, but people to tell you, I'm not the chap that's going to stay indoors. So anyway, like I say, Big Bong, I'm gone. Lee over there at the bug out shop. He's the one you want to look at if you're after kit. Funky Prepper, he's just a wild child, that old chap. He's a wild child. He's near starting to look like, I don't know, what can I say? With that beard, the fella's looking like Grizzly Adams in DPM. Big old bearded there. Grizzly Adams? He's sort of like a cross between Grizzly Adams and there was a nature guy years ago when I was a kid. Bellamy. David Bellamy. Deep in the undergrowth. That's who he is. Funky Prepper, bruv. Love you and leave ya. Squeeze you later. I'm done. There's Catties. One up, brother. I'm out.